NBA2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. The Fist, a sculpture honoring boxing great Joe Louis. We welcome you to downtown Detroit on this lovely afternoon. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we... And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule. Allie.
BA, we've seen...
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got Klay Thompson. Stephen Curry is out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Houdini in at the 5. And for Detroit, Bey and Grant make up the forward pair. Corey Joseph out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. Bryant, no good.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
They double him with Curry. Out left to the wing. Here's Joseph. Three-pointer off the mark. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players right now?
Oh, they are so pumped indeed. I mean, look, the offseason could be a long one, but every player loves when the games really start to count.
And there's Curry on the assist by Bryant.
No surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a three like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Here's Joseph driving to the basket. He's off on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Tipped. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Grant outside. Pass to Joseph from deep. Detroit, no good that time either.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And here's Curry for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Curry's got 6 points.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Up top, Grant. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Cunningham. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Here's Bryant. Offensive board. Houdini. Thompson outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot. Klay Thompson is an all-time great. One of the best shooters, hands down. Key part of the great dynasties in Golden State.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Klay can sometimes get overshadowed by his teammates, but Grant, he's definitely one of the stars in this league.
And it seems that Klay doesn't mind that at times he's overlooked. He's all about winning and not worried about press. He's just a great teammate who's easy to play with.
And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. 5th, Stephen Curry.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Cunningham. They need this. Knocks down the triple. Joseph has got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lets it go from the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Detroit with the ball. 7-point differential. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
They really struggled against this team last year, despite having comparable talent. I mean, they got swept in the season series.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
They get it back. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And here's Bryant outside. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Cunningham driving inside, and he makes it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Bryant gets it to go.
This right here, whew, this is how you... You want to play the game with passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
A minute 53 left in the first. Pass to Stewart. Right wing. Here's Joseph. Offline with a 3. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Bryant from deep three-point land. Rebound Detroit.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
So for the Pistons, Olynyk comes in for Stewart, and Bagley subbed in for Bay. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Jordan comes in for Curry, and that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
.124 left in the first quarter. Stolen. And he's going for the lob. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. And there's the drive. Here's Cunningham, covered by Jordan. Oh, and Bryant with a block. Here's Carter. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
Diallo's checked in for the Pistons. Lee comes in for Joseph. Grant outside, beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Okay, he has all the space he needs in this, so he's going to make that a lot more than he misses.
Now Bryant from deep. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lee, covered by Bryant. Lee misses.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
To the paint. A nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 6 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Lee, covered by Bryant. Here's Bagley. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And a fast break now for the Bulls. He gets it off. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They lead by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the championship medal of Stephen Curry not in question.
Stay in the moment and just focus on here and now. We have to follow that kind of game plan. Stay in the moment, do what we do every single night, and go get it.
Well, in years past, the Warriors were the juggernaut. Grant, now they've got some competition.
And Steph, one of 4 players in NBA history to win multiple scoring titles, rings, and league MVPs. I mean, B.A., you can't argue with his methods.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
They've got Kelly Olynyk. Marvin Bagley is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Amadou Diallo. And it's Lee in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, we know that Stephen Curry generally is regarded as the greatest shooter the game has ever known. He said for him, quote, "It starts with a great base and foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. The perfect shot feels effortless to me, serene and quiet. It's only me, the rim, and the basketball." Powerful words from Stephen.
It is a thing of beauty, Allie. Excellent. Pass to Bagley. Grant outside. Over Jordan. Grant's shot is off.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Inside, Garnett. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead. Well, Grant, some first-time head coaches coming in this season. Can that be tricky, making that transition 1 seat over to the head job?
Well, they have a lot of basketball experience amongst them. A different role, though, brings different responsibilities, so it will be an adjustment, but I think they'll do fine.
Timeout called the Pistons.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer.
Bay, he's checked in for Grant. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chicago. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Lee. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Four on the clock. Knocked away. Here's Mr. Clutch. Tries again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
So many times, Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
No good on that one. So for the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Bagley, and Joseph is subbed in for Lee. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You gotta love Giannis's commitment to delivering a superstar performance for his team. The effort he puts out on the floor really can't be overstated.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Diallo outside. Back to Joseph. Pass to Olynyk. Tries the 9-footer after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Bay. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Can't hit that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Diallo passes to Olynyk. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Olynyk's got 4 points this quarter.
Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, Cade Cunningham has proven he can get it done on offense. Now check this out. Back in college, he racked up 13 points in just 91 seconds of play.
Cunningham's ability to find points really is impressive, Grant. You hope he has as much success in the league as he did in college.
And yeah, B.A., with his pure shooting ability, I know he has what it takes. He just needs to put in the work and be ready to adapt to league play.
Bryant, no good.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
To the middle. Here's Stewart.
That's how you feel? Oh! Okay.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him. Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Joseph. Here's Cunningham. He's covered by Curry. Back to Joseph. Here's Bay. They get it back.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Bulls keep it alive. And here's Thompson for 3. Here's Bryant. Here's Antetokounmpo. And finally, they hit one. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
I mean, it is not easy trying to box out Giannis. His long arms allow him to capitalize on the offensive glass.
Here's Bay. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. 1:11 left in the first half of this one. The Pistons clear it. Here's Cunningham. Down low. Here's Stewart. Pass to Joseph. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Grant's checked in for Bay. Bryant, the pass to Curry. Here's Bryant. Here's Garnett. Stewart defends. And again, no good by Chicago. Detroit has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Here's Cunningham. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Bryant against Diallo. And here's Thompson for three. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Bryant's got 6 assists in the game.
Perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
Here's Cunningham. From deep three-point range. And that's not gonna go. And so it's Chicago going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. In the second quarter, they crushed it at both ends, cruising out to a 12-point advantage. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. Because we all know scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Detroit shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Kobe Bryant. He's out there with Stephen Curry. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Klay Thompson. Joseph counted from distance. Joseph has got 9.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But with the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it? That's it. Thompson with a steal, and they're running. The 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Pass to Joseph. There's the triple. And the Pistons, another 3.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And here's Bryant outside. Rebounded by Joseph.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Hey, good.
They've been very sharp to start the half. Perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Bryant against Bay.
Chicago foul, Kevin Garnett.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. Lee comes in for Joseph. Detroit has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Pass to Lee. Bagley up top. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And here's Carter. Puts up a three. And Bay pulls it down. Pass to Cunningham. Outside Bagley. Here's Lee. Bay from long range. The shot that time not on target. Bryant with it. Checked by Bagley. And Bryant good for three. Bryant's got 9.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
To the inside. Grant's shot is off. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Lets a 3 fly. Bryant, no good. Detroit has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. On the clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Lee. Oh, and Bryant with a block. Shoots from 12. From the corner. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 11 points in the game.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Embiid, he's checked in for Chicago. Westbrook comes in for Carter. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Lee. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Inside. The shot by Olynyk, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Bryant. Now here's Westbrook. A minute 53 left in the third quarter of the game. And they get it back. And here's Bryant outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bryant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
Lee. And he banks in the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And here's Bryant outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Lee. Westbrook against Diallo. Bagley with it. Misses off the left iron.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Westbrook. Fires the 3. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Detroit has possession. It's good.
Now, you know Westbrook has never been afraid to take it inside. Great size advantage for a point guard. 200 solid pounds.
Diallo outside. And here's Olynyk. Back to Diallo. Pass to Lee. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Misses the 3. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls, up by 16. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense, offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys the respect they deserve. Coach Kerr, he likes what he sees.
It's important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how crucial it is to recognize effort.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Corey Joseph out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Stewart in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Grant's shot is off.
That's just a lucky break from deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And again! It's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Joseph. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Here's Cunningham. And it's in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D is respecting this mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
And here's Curry for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Detroit calls timeout.
And looking at the career of Curry, his legacy is set. The titles, records, numbers all cemented him as a legend.
Here's Cunningham. At times, some have doubted Curry's legacy. Hard to make a case against him, though, in my opinion.
I agree, B.A. He has produced in every capacity. It's just a matter of how great he is. One of the top 3 point guards of all time.
Chicago has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Curry, that's good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Joseph. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here's Garnett. Chalk up 2 there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. The three from Curry. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And they go to the intentional foul. And so many young players now on their phones. Chris, they're connected to their fans and loved ones through social media. Some worry about how that affects team chemistry. How about you?
Well, every guy's different. I never thought that it's one rule or one way for everyone. You have to let people be themselves. And usually guys will flourish positively when they're in a great space. Cream's going to rise to the top. We've heard of guys like Dallas swear off social media. Others we know, they probably look at their phones during halftime. It's just case by case.
Offensive rebound. Here's Garnett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. And he's now got the double-double.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Hayes against Jordan. Tipped away. Pass to Hayes. Now Jackson. Five to shoot. Garza. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. The Pistons making a switch here. Bagley's checked in.
Pistons, Marvin Bagley the third.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Chicago now. They're on an 18-5 run. Jordan. The Pistons clear it. Jackson outside. And here's Hayes to the paint. Garza. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Jordan goes in and slam dunk by Jordan.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Hayes for three. Kobe grabs a miss. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the fourth. Takes it inside. Here's Miles. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Knocks it loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Going inside, and no good. And Detroit the other way now. Jacks up a three. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the three off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Chicago making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Carter comes in for Bryant. And it's Westbrook in for Jordan.
Vince Carter, Russell Westbrook. 4, 5, Russell Westbrook. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Killian Hayes.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Westbrook. It's Hayes with the rebound. So it's Detroit now. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous can this team be?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, the basketball players. And the most important, we're having fun.
Winning's a lot easier when the shots are going in, that's for sure. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Chris Webber, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.